So I taught restorative last night, and I say this every Thursday morning because when I teach restorative, there's something that I tap into, and it continues the next day. So it's just like I'm in this space, and it's a good space. So, take your time. Oil anybody, palm up. And feel some heat. Cup the nose. Enjoy the breath. And as you feel the breath come in the nose, allow it to fill the body. And it's not just about the breath coming in the nose, it's about the prana filling us, that life energy, that source of light. Let it come in. Let it fill the chest, travel to the belly. Let it quiet the mind. How powerful is that? That the breath can calm the nervous system, that the breath can quiet the mind. Full breath in, and a slow breath out. And as we gathered this morning and we had our little talk before practice, it's interesting that my famous quote of the day, Doris Lessing's, almost all humans have strange imaginings. And the strangest of these is the belief that we can only progress by improvement. We can only progress by improvement. Those that understand will realize that we are more in need of stripping off rather than adding on. Stripping off rather than adding on. So maybe that's what we make our intention today. Maybe with this solar lunar balance, we don't add on, we strip off. And then we see what's there. Take a nice full deep breath in. Nice slow breath out. Two more, just like that. And then wherever you are here, maybe blink the eyes open. Remove the props, roll over onto one side, just set them off to the side. Come back onto the back body. Again, that full stretch, fingers to the toes. Just like you were waking up, feel that whole line of energy from the pubis bone all the way to the sternum, all the way through the fingers and the toes. And then draw the knees into the chest. First hug of the day, maybe. Take a rock, right and left. Feel into the spine. As you rock, maybe you rock all the way down to the tailbone. Feel into the small of the back. And then keeping those knees right into the chest, send those arms out to a T. And nice and easy, keeping the shoulders flat on the mat. Can you just take the knees over to one side? Use a bolster, use a block. No need to hold anything up here. Just a gentle twist into the spine. Depending on your neck, maybe you gaze the opposite way. Breathe into the upper rib basket now. Full breath in. Slow breath out. Bring it back through center. Squeeze in. Feel the spine. Drop the knees over to the left. Shoulders relaxed. Take that block, take that bolster with you. No muscle effort here. I want just the whole body to release onto the mat. Feel the whole rib basket here. Expand with your inhale. And as you take that exhale, let the body get heavy. Knees coming back to center. Use your core. Drop them over to the right. So we're going to move this a little bit now. Knees go right. Shoulders soft. Core brings the knees back up. Nice and easy. We go left. Bring it up with your in-breath. With each exhale, we take it to the side. So I'm just going to take a couple here. Your breath, your movement. And as you complete the last rotation, bring the knees back in. Hands rest lightly on top of the knees. Draw the knees into the chest. Take the knees right and left down to the back of the mat, and then we pull them back in. Working into both of the hip joints, nice and easy. And then reversing that, take about 4 or 5 sweeps the opposite way. And as you finish those, plant the feet, hip distance apart, heels close to the sit bones, forming our bridge pose here, arms beside the body, palms down. So pick up the shoulders just a little bit, just to squeeze those shoulder blades in. Take the pelvic floor and just lift it up a little bit to tilt it just gently up. And then we're going to just flow the front side, back side of the body. So when you're ready, press into the heels, lift the hips, lift the hands, arms go overhead, hips rise. The weight is between the shoulder tips. It's not into the neck or the back of the head. And then as that X breath, just everything comes down. Maybe the hips and the hands arrive at the same time. So follow the breath with the movement. Inhale, lift. Hips go high as the arms reach overhead. Exhale, slow. Everything comes back to the support of the mat. 3 more. Full breath. And if you have that Ujjayi practice, constrict the breath. Let that mind listen to the inhales and trace the exhales. Last time. As you come up, stay up here. Lift the hips. Knees are parallel. We don't want them to splay out. Send the knees towards the back of the mat as you lift the hips. Reach through the fingers. Notice your breath. Full inhale. And then as you exhale, let it all come back down. Nice and easy. Hands arrive, hips arrive. Take the feet out wide on your mat. Drop the knees over to the right. Windshield up, take them over to the left. Back and forth, just to reset the spine. And then keep those feet wide, constructive rest pose. The feet are parallel at the edge of your mat. Drop the knees in together. So we have all this space in our low back. Can you feel your low back on the mat? Take the arms out wide. I don't know the name for this. We call it pulling off the t-shirt. Sorry, asana. So the arms go wide, the palms are up. Soften the shoulders, soften the face. And then with your in-breath, we're going to pick up the hands. We're going to draw them up across the body, elbows cross. Hands come to the back of the shoulder blades, just like you're pulling off your shirt. Let the elbows go overhead. Let the arms expand out like wings and come back. So it's a nice, slow, easy opening through the shoulders. So let it be smooth and let it be with breath and open wide. Chest opens, arms open, pecs open. All with breath. Get big. And then allow those arms to come back out beside the body, palms up. We're going to take it the other way. So this time, take those arms overhead. Cross the elbows over the head. Bring the elbows in towards the heart center and open up. So just reversing the motion. Full range of motion into the shoulders. Take two more. And as you finish the last one, allow the arms again to rest beside the body, palms up. Full breath in. Right hand comes across the body to the back of the left shoulder blade. So not on top of the shoulder, behind as far as you can go. Left hand comes to the outside of that, what do we call it? The tricep. See if you can draw the shoulder in towards the chest. So again, a nice easy movement to open up the back of the shoulder. Breathe into that. Release nice and slow, open back up. Left hand comes across the body to the back of the right shoulder blade. Right hand rests on that tricep as we pull that in towards the chest. Again, maybe you feel the opening in the back of the shoulder. Deep breath in. Slow breath out. And then releasing, let the arms go back out wide to a T. We're going to come into that eagle crunch before you think this is just going to be a nice gentle class. So we're going to wake up the core. So with the arms out to a T, draw that right arm underneath the left. Cross at the elbows, find whatever bind works for you. And even if that's the hands behind the shoulders, that's a good one. Just keep the elbows up. Right leg's going to cross over the left. Take the bind around if you can bind through the ankles. Toes down, bring the fingertips overhead. Take a full breath in as you draw that whole belly in so you feel the spine supported on the mat. And as you exhale, everything comes up. Lift those shoulder blades, lift the knees. Inhale, everything comes down nice and long. 4 more, draws it up. More interested in those shoulder blades off the mat than I am the knees in towards the elbows. Lift up, Use your breath, no holding your breath. Exhale, let all that air out as you come up. Inhale as you get long. And this last one, hold it up. We're going to enjoy 50 deep breaths right here. Full breath in. Slow breath out. Take one more inhale. And exhale. Inhale, release down to the mat. Unravel, stretch long. And draw the knees back. This time, left arm underneath the right. Bind where you can. Left knee over the right. Bind at the ankles or just hold on tight to the thighs and the calf. Fingers overhead, feet on the floor. Draw the in-breath, belly into the spine. Exhale, pick it up. Elbows and knees. And release down. 4 more, nice and easy. Inhale as you release. Exhale all the air out as you pick up those shoulders, elbows and knees. Last one, we're gonna hold it here. So more of the elbows up, shoulder blades off the mat, squeezing that space from the hip points to the lower ribs. Let the air go. Draw in a full deep breath. Nice and slow release. Inhale, let it all go long. Unravel, release, full body stretch. And then we're just gonna make our way onto all fours, any way that you wanna get there. You can rock and roll up and down the spine if that feels good. And as you arrive in your all fours, set it up, stacking our joints, drawing in the pelvic floor. Take a couple cat-cows. Dropping the belly, lifting the tailbone, lifting the heart. Exhaling, tucking the tailbone and feel the roundness of the spine from its base as you tuck in the chin to the crown of the head. Feel in as you drop the belly. Feel the spine as you round. 2 more. Coming back to that neutral table, press into the palms now, feel into the shoulder blades. Take that right foot behind you on the ball of the foot, press the heel away. Pause there as you draw the belly in, and as you press that heel back, feel the calf, feel the back of the ankle, and then begin that motion. Come to the tippy toes, press back. Watching yourself for the wrists. You can always, again, modify onto a block. As you come up on those tippy toes, maybe you just go all the way over to the top of the foot. Press the top of the foot into the mat, get that stretch to the front of the ankle, the whole top of the foot, send it back. So this is where we say, notice what you notice and feel what you feel. We're going to move into that modified side plank, one of my most favorites. So the next time that heel is back, spin the heel down, swivel the left shin off to the side, just for like a kickstand. Left hand underneath the face, open up to the right. And as you open up, draw those hips in. So everything's in one line. Extend the arm overhead. Exhale, maybe the bicep comes by the ear as we extend, press through the heel, reach to the fingers. Deep breath. Take that arm back up to the ceiling, reach and stack through the shoulders, bind, bring the hand behind the back, press the back of the hand into the small of the back. Let that open up and rotate the chest. Staying right here, or your choice, modified half moon, lift that top leg, even with the hip. Press that heel towards the back wall. Notice your breath. And maybe even bend into that top knee. Reach back for the foot. Foot presses into the hand. Open up even further, like a little baby wild thing. Notice your breath. If you have the foot nice and easy, we're going to come out the same way we went in. Leg re-extends. Take that extended fingers over the head. Drop the foot, circle the arm down and around. Come back to your table. Nice and easy. Cat and cow. Forearm side plank is also available. Good. Come back to neutral, press through those palms, draw the belly in and up. Left leg extends. Press through the heel, just pause there. Feel the engagement of the calf. And then just begin, again, that rock, tippy toe through the heel. If you did so on the other side, maybe as you come up on the toes, you flip it all over. Press the top of the foot into the mat. Feel again. We never get a stretch through the ankle like this and the top of the foot. And then work it back, toes to heel. Next time the heel is back, plant the heel down. Swivel the shin out. Right hand plants under the face as you press into the palm. Open up to the left. Take the hand to the hips. Bring the hips in line. Press through that bottom heel. Lift the arm. Stack the shoulders. Easy breath. And then take the arm, extend it, bicep by the ear. Reach through the fingers. Press down through the heel. Reach the hand back up and take that half bind. Arm comes behind. Use the back of the hand to draw the heart open. Full breath. An option to stay just right here, or if you'd like, lifting the left leg, pressing through the heel. Again, hips in line. Maybe bending into the knee, reaching back for the foot or the pant leg. Press the foot into the hand. Let that open up just a little bit more through the chest. And then coming out, however you went in, gently release, extend, circle around, cat and cow. Knees together, hips back to the heels, thighs and belly meet. Come into a child's pose. Rest the head on the block or your mat or the blanket. Release the arms beside the body, palms up. Release the forehead, maybe take a nice massage to that third eye center. Release those shoulders, find space between the shoulder blades. Send the breath there. If you'd like to deepen, maybe a reverse prayer behind the heart, maybe even just stacking the palms on the spine, just let the weight of the elbows deepen the stretch to the shoulders. Full deep inhale. Slow, slow exhale. Releasing the hands underneath the shoulders. Tuck the toes under. Intensive toe pose. Press your way up. Lots of options here. You've got that big bolster. You can support yourself on the bolster. You can support yourself on the block. Again, with a continued practice, you got it. You got it. Set yourself back. Let the spine be long. Maybe bring the heart and the hands together at center. Close down the eyes. Soften the shoulders. And then releasing this prayer just a couple inches away from the chest. Let's just roll through our wrists. So we're going to keep the prayer, send it away, send it down. The back of the hands come together. Just nice and easy, work through the wrists. Send it the opposite way. Extend the arms out to a T, widen. Now bring the arms crisscross, flip the palms so they face each other, interlace. Okay, there you go. Okay. Just begin to work right and left through the wrists. This is to take your mind off of your toes. Yeah, all right. So from here, come to neutral, send the arms out. Can you drag them into the chest and out? Yeah, I know this is big on the wrist. And then send it back. Good. And then open back. And we'll take it the opposite way. So arms cross, palms flip, interlace, right and left. Draw it into the heart, send it back out. Draw it into the heart, send it back out. Open up, release. Shoulder rolls, if it serves you, hands to the mat, paddle out the feet. And press the feet down into the mat, come back, sit on your heels, a little counter stretch, hands come behind you. Your choice, just lift the heart as you leave the weight on the heels, or maybe you lift one knee or the other. So lifting the knees, you're bringing all the body weight right to the top of the feet. So if you've got an injury there, be careful. Maybe hands to the heart, hands to the knees. Pause here. And then release down. Press into the palms. Lift the hips up. Find your fold at the back of the mat. Keep the knees bent so that you can find a little more traction through the spine. Allow the head to hang. So the more you bend the knees, let the belly rest on the thighs, let that neck hang, interlace behind the occiput, that curve right at the skull. Let the elbows bring a little more length into the back of the neck. Take a nice full deep breath here. And as you let it go, fingers back down to the earth, bring them to your sacrum, interlace there. Squeeze the shoulder blades as you send the arms away from the body, opening up through the shoulders. Let them float overhead. Drawing them back down. Bring them down to the earth. We're going to take it one more time. This time, other thumb on top. Fingers back towards the sacrum. Squeeze into the shoulder blades. Open up the shoulders and the front body. Head hangs heavy. And then slowly release the arms back down to the mat. Walk them forward. Downward facing dog. Nice and easy. Start with the upper body. Keep the knees bent. Send the hips high. Press through those palms so that the chest comes down towards the thighs. So once you get all that beautiful length, nice job. Good. Then one at a time, bring the heels down. Feel into the back of the legs. Hips stay high, keep pushing through those palms. Keep all that length in the upper body. And then come up high on your toes. Shift only the heels over to the right. Keep the shoulders square to the top of the mat. Little bit of a side stretch here. Press through the palms to bring the heels back to center. Shift the heels over to the left. Press through the hands. Again, feel the space, shoulders square to the top of the mat. Bring yourself back to center. High on the toes. We're going to wave the spine forward. We're going to have a nice plank, top of a push-up. Heels back, chest forward. Press into the palms. Use your breath. Send it back to your dog. Twice more, moving mindfully, wave it forward. Plank. Chest lifts, heels back. Breath fluid. Press in, exhale, dog. Last one, all the way. Plank pose. 2 breaths. Always able to drop the knees. One more inhale. Slow exhale. Press into the palms, send it back. Press the palms away, lift the hips high, downward dog. 3 breaths. And then bending into the knees, up on the toes, gazing forward to the thumbs, any way you want to get there. Step, jump, or hop. Top of the mat. Ragdoll, hold on to the elbows. Keep the knees bent. Let the head hang. Maybe here you sway right and left. And arriving back in center, fingers to the earth. Bend the knees. Slowly roll all the way to stand. Shoulders come up. Shoulders go back. Hands beside the body. Palms out. Closing down the eyes. Feeling into the foundation here. Pick up the toes. Spread them wide. And drop them one at a time. Notice the engagement in the legs. Shift the weight front to back. Shift the weight subtly side to side. Find that true center. Pause there. Deep breath in. Slow breath out. What is that belief that you have to add on? Take a moment to see what you can strip off. There's your progress. As we're ready, let's flow this. We've got beautiful sunshine. Keep the eyes closed. Send the arms out. Send them up. And then take a bow. Surya, sun, bow. Half lift, spine long, tailbone one direction, crown the other, and release. And then rise up. Circle the arms, reach up. Maybe that back bend is there. And then flow it right back down over the legs. So take about 5 here, whatever feels good in your body. This is where we feel into the movement. Finishing up your last one, nice and slow. Finding that prayer Tadasana as you're ready. Warrior one, humble warrior. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, maybe this time you swan dive straight spine to a fold. Half lift and fold. Right foot steps back. We planted at a 45. Separate the feet so your foundation is firm. And when you're ready, press in, press up, lift up. There's the sun right in your hands. Big breath. Sink a little deeper. Hands come again behind the body, interlace. Find that squeeze, open up the chest to the sky, and then humble your warrior. Drop down, shoulder inside of the knee. Keep the knee bent, let the arms float overhead. Let the head hang heavy. Draw the belly in. Notice your breath. Effortless breath. One more inhale. And as you exhale, release the clasp. Arms press right back out, right back up. And then circle them down, frame the foot, step back, plank pose. Your choice of a vinyasa, or you can meet me in downward dog. Take what you need here. Full breath in your dog. Bend the knees on the toes, step, jump, or hop, top of the mat. From your fold, take the lift. Bow forward, rise up, arms up, arms out, maybe the back bend, hands to heart. Soften the shoulders, soften the breath. Second side, inhale, we reach. Exhale again, maybe straight spine, nice and slow. We bring it down. Half lift and fold. Hands plant, left foot back, space between the feet. When you're ready, we lift, use the power of the legs. Arms lift, gaze lifts. Sink a little deeper. Slow as you can go. Arms come behind, interlace, lift the heart, squeeze the shoulder blades. Humble your warrior, draw it down. Arms float, head hangs, breath soft. Nice and easy. Release the hands. Lift back, press into the feet. Everything rises. Circle down. Frame the foot. Step it back. Plank pose. Your choice. Vinyasa. Or take it to dog. As you arrive in your dog for 3 full breaths, press into those palms, send those hips high, send the chest toward the thighs. And then nice and easy, bring the knees down to the mat. Sit off to one hip, swing the legs around. So just shake them out a moment, and we're going to take the left leg and we're going to send it out to the side. We're going to flex those toes back towards our shin. I'm going to draw the right knee in. And your choice, because I don't want this right knee to even be in the equation, soften that with some support. Sit up nice and tall. Send the torso towards the left knee. Walk it forward. And as you walk it forward, draw the belly in. Keep the spine long. This isn't about how low you can go. Press through that heel. Feel the back energy in the leg. But as you press the heel away, and you feel it come through the glute, the piriformis, into the low back. Big breath in as you pull the belly, the whole pelvic floor up. And as you exhale, we see where we can soften. Relaxing over the leg. Easy breath. One more big inhale, tucks that belly in. Exhale, is there any more room? Any more space that you've created? And then as you gaze past those toes, walk the fingertips back towards the body. Restack through the spine. If you're using support underneath the knee, set it aside. Bring that right hand behind you. Press into the palm. Option to lift the hips, but if not, just lift the chest. Otherwise, press into the palm. Come on to kneel onto that shin. Take that full body stretch again. Press through that heel. Reach to the fingers. Breathe into the whole top part of the body. And then slowly exhale. Draw it down. Counter stretch, hands off to the left. Take a bow. Slowly come back up. Switch it out. Take again some support. Heel presses down and away. Toes come towards the body. Bring the torso around. Sit up nice and tall. Big breath. We draw in the pelvis. Walk it out. Each side's different, so maybe we need to coax this side. So just come to where the spine wants to round, stop there. Keep the neck right in line with the spine. Use the breath. Get rid of that idea that we can only progress by improvement. Easy breath in. Strip off rather than add on. See if there's any more space to release. Big breath. Inhale, draws the belly in. Exhale, we just extend forward, find some ease. Next, breath in, look past your toes and begin to walk the hands back towards the body. Release that block if you've got the block underneath the knee. Take the left hand around the back, and again, your choice, just lift the chest up or use that whole body motion. Heel presses down, fingers reach. Breathe into the whole space you're creating here. Last big movement of our class. And slowly, 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 bring it down. Take it around. Take that bow. And bring it back to center. Soles of the feet together, big wide diamond here. Take the arms underneath, hands rest on the shins, hands rest on the ankles. Use that first to draw the spine long and the heart forward. Once you get all that length, tuck the chin, feel the length in the neck. And then as you exhale, begin to curve through the spine, bringing the crown of the head into your diamond shape. Releasing all muscle effort as you come into this fold. Bringing the attention to the low back. And this is where we just let the body open on its own. We use the breath to just calm the body, quiet the mind. But you'll find an invitation to open up a little bit deeper. Just let it happen. Three more full rounds of breath. And then nice and slow, release that right hand to come into your diamond. The left hand to come into your diamond. Begin to walk those fingertips back towards the body as you restack through the spine. Hands come to the knees. We draw the knees together. Pull them in tight. Give yourself a hug here. So when you hug into the shins, draw the spine in and then drop the head or the chin to rest on the knees. Opening through the back of the shoulders, lengthening through the whole entire spine, space in the neck. Full breath. And then slowly we'll release that. Bring the hands behind the knee crease. Keep that chin tucked. Begin to round down onto your spine. Easy does it, and draw the knees into the chest. So we were in this big stretch the opposite way. Let the entire spine make an imprint on your mat. Draw the knees in, feel it first, then maybe take the rock side to side. And finding that squat on our backs here. Come to center and knees go right and left. Use the arms in between to reach for the ankles, the calves, or the blade edge of the feet as we find our happy baby. So draw the soles of the feet towards the ceiling. The tailbone stays down on the mat. Pick up the head, tuck the chin just a bit so we have length in the neck. Take a gentle rock. And as you come back to that center line, let's take a nice, easy stretch into that right leg. Send the heel off on a diagonal. Straighten the leg and let the leg fall open. Whatever degree feels good. Easy breath here. Draw that back in. Left side, heel leads the way, leg straightens, leg falls. Left side draws back in. Now both together, big wide V. Heels off on the diagonal, toes pointing towards your face. Legs wide. And then drawing those legs straight up above you, big toe mounds come together, bend into the knees, start to release the feet towards the floor. Coming into our supine Baddha Konasana, blade edge of the feet, rest as the knees go right and left. Support them if you need. Hand to the belly and a hand to the heart. Close down the eyes. Feel into your breath. Coming into that rhythmic breath where our exhales are twice as long as our inhales. I invite you to breathe in for the count of 3. Release for the count of 6. Feel the breath in, count of 3. Let it go, count of 6. Let that breath pattern go. Come back to your own natural rhythm of breath. Bring the hands outside the thighs. Gently draw the knees together. Extend the arms out to a T. Draw the knees into the chest first. And just like we did in the beginning, let them fall over to the right. Shoulders soft. Ready for your next inhale. We use the core, knees come back to the chest. Gently glide them over to the opposite side. Next inhale, again, core draws the knees back in. Nice big hug around the shins. And then inviting yourself to any type of shavasana that feels good for you. Legs up the wall, a bolster under the knees, a sandbag, an eye pillow, a blanket. Allow yourself to find a place of stillness, a place of quiet. Close down the eyes. Gently now introduce a conscious breath back into the body. Taking a nice full deep breath in through the nose, bringing in again that fresh prana, that chi, that life force energy. As you exhale, maybe we remove the props, press the bolster away. As the legs extend long, maybe the arms extend long. Full body stretch, head to toe. Feeling again the length of the entire body. And then bending into the knees, rolling off to one side. Again, stripping off rather than adding on, right? What can you release? And then using your hands to slowly make your way to seated. Gaze is soft. And in honor of our summer solstice, reach the arms out, palms up. Draw the elbows in a little closer to the body, but expand through the palms. Lunar, solar, sun, and moon resting on your palms. Feel the light. And if you don't believe in the energy of either one, the moon moves oceans. The sun cracks open seeds. The energy is there. Draw it into your heart. Hands to the prayer. Drop the head. In gratitude for the inner wisdom that brought you to your mat this morning, I thank you for your practice with me. And I thank you for your practice with each other. Namaste, my friends. Go enjoy the sunshine.